Grand Rising, pretty people. So, I am back for another book review, and today I am going to be reviewing a book called Natural Born Liar. This book is actually the first book in a four-part series. And the series is called The Misadventures of Mink LaRue, and it's by Noir. It is an urban fiction. The book is 7 hours and 50 minutes and is narrated by Kendra Lynn. The narration of this book is really good. Kendra Lynn, she does a great job with bringing the characters in this book to life. The only problem I have with her is she says throughout the book Lego, and the way she says that, like, it's cringeworthy to me. I don't know why. I just don't like it. That's just me being picky, but I just don't like the way she says Lego, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't like it. But the book was released October 18th of 2012. The book is really great. It's a book about the main character, Mink LaRue. She is from Harlem. You have her and her best friend, Bunny Baines, and they are what you would call gutter snakes. That's what they refer to them as throughout this book. And so you have Mink and Bunny, and Bunny's brother Peaches. They decide to pull a gang, that's what they call it throughout the book, over this family, the Dominions. Bunny and Peaches actually buys like a carton of milk, and you know how they put the missing child's photos on the back of the carton of milk with like the age progressed photo? So they find, like, they buy a carton of milk, and on the back of the milk carton is a picture of like a toddler, and then like with the age progressed photo, the photo looks just like Mink. So they decide, hey, let's pull one and let's kind of claim you are this missing child. The child's 21st birthday is coming up, and honor, and before her 21st birthday, she's about to get like $100,000 for her 21st birthday. So they're like, oh, let's go ahead and claim that you are this child so you can get this money. And then there's like a finder's fee where the person, if someone brings her to them, the family, they can get like $25,000. So they decide to go ahead and do this. So then you're introduced to the Dominions. The Dominions is like an old tycoon family, a black old tycoon family. So you have the Papa Viceroy, who he is actually in a coma in this book. And you have his wife, Sela and Viceroy, they have altogether, it's supposed to be 5 children. They adopted their first 3 children. You had Baron, Dane, and Sable, who were adopted. Sable is the little girl who was kidnapped when she was about 3 years old. She was kidnapped. Then they had 2 more children, Jock and Fallon. So all their children are in their 20s, well, except for Jock and Fallon. They're like 17, 18 years old. So you have them. So you're introduced to them. Mink and Bunny decide to fly down to Texas to go and meet this family, to go and take the DNA test, because they still had like some of Sable's DNA on file so that way they could test the DNA against whoever claimed to be this child. So they go down to Texas and they arrive. It's the 4th of July and the family is having a big 4th of July cookout. So they arrive there at the mansion and right on time for this 4th of July cookout, which is when everything starts to happen. You have Barron, who is the oldest. He is the lawyer. He works closely with his father, and he is not happy. He does not want Mink to be his sister. He's sexually attracted to Mink, but he also does not want her to be his sister. He's been trying to, anytime someone claims to be the missing child, him and his father, they kind of stop that, so nothing ever gets back to the mother. But this one kind of snuck through the cracks. He is engaged to Carla, which Carla is a white girl. And I say that like that on purpose. But he is engaged to Carla, the white girl. Then you have Dane. Dane is like a drill head. Dreads, all about his music, rapping, but he's in school, but he's all about smoking. He's the cool brother. He takes Mink and Bunny in immediately, and he doesn't have a problem with her. He sees two fine females. One of them claims to be his sister, but the other one is like the friend. Oh, I can smash, basically. That's where his mind is. Then you have Jock, who is the young drillhead. Like, while his father is out of commission, he can smoke all he wants. The mother's not paying much attention. He can do what he wants. And then you have Fallon, who is kind of like the goody two-shoes. You don't hear much about her, but, in this book. But she's mentioned, and she's that snotty type at first. So then you have also Uncle Digger, which Uncle Digger is Celia's brother, Celia's baby brother, and he works with Dominion Oil. But when you're introduced to him, you find out he's actually broke because he left Dominion Oil. And then you have his daughter, Pilar, which Pilar is that spoiled rich chick who just wants to shop all day. She doesn't want to work. She wants to be the basic housewife. That will come up and throughout that book. Throughout the series, it will come up that she's just like wanting to be the housewife. She wants to marry someone rich to take care of her, so all she can do is shop and spend their money. Then you have Uncle Shug, which I absolutely love his real name. His name is Superior Shug Dominion. Superior. I don't know. I've never heard of a man named Superior. Like, that's just one of those strong names, like, Superior. I don't know. If I ever met a man named Superior, I might bow down to him. I don't know, but I love it. You have him. He's Viceroy's brother, baby brother. He's like the muscle of the family. Anything happens, you call him. He's the cleanup man. He takes care of any situation. So, like I said, you're introduced to all these characters. Mink gets down to Texas. Mink and Bunny, they go down to Texas. They turn up. They do the DNA testing. And you find out whether or not she is Sable. You go through the whole book of is she or is she not Sable? But you also have her getting close with the family. You have everyone, well, not everyone, main one side-eyeing her is Barron. Barron just does not want her to be his long-lost sister, Sable. But the book is really good. writing is excellent. Like the storytelling of this book is excellent. I have like read this book numerous of times. It is, like I said, it is amazing. I give it a 5-star rating. I really think you should read this book. But like I said, it's just one of those things. It's great writing. Kendra Lynn brings the story to life. She brings these characters to life. I will give you a few spoilers for this one. Baron actually starts to sleep with dun 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 his own cousin Pilar. That's why I mentioned the fiance Carla, because he cheats on Carla with his own cousin, which technically they're not blood cousins. They're, cousins by association, basically, because Baron was adopted. So there's no blood running through their, they're not blood related, but still, he's sleeping with his cousin. And then, dun 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 dun, Mink starts to sleep with her own uncle, Uncle Shug. Yeah, the twists and turns in this book. But, like I said, it's a great read. I highly recommend it. So, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And thank you. Toodles.